Are you looking for Reagan?
Hello guys, it's Jose Roberto Landaverde from Cine PREMIERE. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Well, I would like to start with a question for both of you. First, I'll start with Jason and then with David. What attracted you from David as a director, from what you saw in the Halloween trilogy, that you said, oh, he's the perfect guy to develop the new Exorcist?
That's a great question. Well, I think what David did so well with Halloween was update it so that fans loved and found something new in the three movies, but also he really captured the original spirit of Halloween. And so the reason that I approached him with The Exorcist was with the hope that he would do the same thing, that he would create something new, but also to create the feelings that people had after the first movie when they see this film. And I think he really succeeded at doing that. So I'm glad we chose to work together again.
Thanks. And David, why did you choose Blumhouse to work again in this classic franchise, you know? What attracted you from them?
Yeah, well, we just had a great experience. As Jason was saying, he's done a great job of putting together a company that is creatively fulfilling, and I like all types of movies. I work in all genres of movies. But what brings me back to horror is not just my enthusiasm as a horror fan, but is working with these guys and this team. It's just endlessly creative, and you can find new ways to scare people and terrify people, and that's a great part of what we're doing with the genre and with these titles. But it's also just a great think tank of new ways to look at making movies and economical, finding business models that are creative, and finding creative ways to connect with great talent like Ellen Burstyn to bring her back, and discover new talent like Lydia and Olivia that we have. And it's just a fun conversation to be able to get a group of like-minded filmmakers of all departments and get everybody in a ring together and say, let's make movies.
I believe you can help get our daughters back.
Kill it in us, and the devil never gives up.
One of the things I liked also about the film is that it retains one of the things that is most built out from the original, which is that it's very thematically rich. When working in this film, how important was for you both as a producer and as a director to keep that thematic richness?
I think movies are better if they're not just scary, but they have something to say. And I think David and I both agree about that. And I think the movie, it was important to both of us that the movie be, just like you say, thematically rich and have more to say than just scare people. What would you say to that?
And I think we're both really curious people. So when you bring in a spiritual context or a conversation and you want to know more, and so I'm not an expert in any of the religions that we're dealing with in the movie, but there's a richness to us inviting a Haitian voodoo priestess to do a blessing at the opening of the movie. That one of the first scenes is bringing her into the movie, or bringing a panel of Catholic priests to the conversation as our two actors are confronting them with the concept of possession. So there's a richness to the authenticity that we're striving for that was really meaningful to me in the process.
What you're doing here is dangerous. People have died on both sides of possession.
Come home, baby. Come back to us, okay?
What aspect of working in the Exorcist universe do you cherish the most? What do you keep from the experience?
That's a good question too. I guess for me, it's the fact that the first movie is considered the scariest movie of all time. So to be able to kind of borrow the intellectual property from the first movie and try our version of it, that's I think the most exciting thing for me about working on The Exorcist.
And for me, it's bringing Lydia Jewett and Olivia O'Neill, our young actresses that are playing our victims, and showing them to an audience. It's a discovery performance for both of them, and watching them come to set every day and bring joy to the dark environments that we were there to create. And they came there with an incredibly fulfilling work ethic and inspiring to all of us.
Thanks. And well, I would like to wrap up with asking you, one of the things I like the most about the film is that it gives this sense that is very natural of your work and of your films, which is the sense of community. And overcoming challenges as a community and as a whole. So what attracts you to that concept, and why did you choose to put it in this film?
Well, I dabbled in it in Halloween Kills.
Yes.
And I'm always just drawn to, from a storyteller's perspective, it's great because you have characters in an ensemble in conflict because of the various perspectives. But what I like in terms of the horror genre is it brings that conflict to a dramatic environment. And then what I like, what it says to the world is all these obstacles that we face every time we open the door or open the headlines. If we could just take some of these themes of community and connection and take the value of different perspectives rather than just trying to absorb the thought process of our own tribe, but see who else is out there and ask them questions without just slamming the door in their face, that's a beautiful part, just not for the story of a movie, but the story for all of us.
Well, thank you very much, guys, for the time. I love the film, and I hope it goes great for you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.